The weekend is here again, and this is the morning, and we're getting our day started. I got to get up a little later today because we get up pretty early during the week and things like that, at specific times. Um, but I did literally just get up, so I'm gonna start some coffee, and then I'm gonna start some coffee. I have to clean out the microwave really quick because I made a mess with the crock pot because I overfilled it yesterday. And then once I clean that, I'm gonna heat up this. And while I'm heating up, this is corned beef hash. While I'm heating up this, it's frozen. While I'm heating up this to get it to start cooking, I'm gonna put the dishes up, and so that later on I can do some dishes and things like that. Um, but yep, I'm gonna make some corned beef hash and eggs today, and I'm gonna do some other things while it's cooking and other things like that. So first I'm gonna make some coffee, and while the coffee's making, I'm gonna clean out the microwave. And yep, clean out the microwave, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get some water running so that it can be hot water to clean that out. Yesterday, whenever I made the chili, I overfilled it and it made a big mess, so I have to clean it. Like the top of the microwave and everything, but it's okay because my microwave really needed to have a washout anyways. So just have to not get in too big of a hurry because there's the glass plate. Gotta try not to break that. Making coffee now, just rinsing out I washed this really good the other day. Wash it every once in a while. I'm rinsing out the reusable filter. And, okay, I need to fill this up also. There we go. Okay. Eggs and hash brown. Eggs and corned beef hash. Don't forget to put the coffee in. Sometimes I forget to put the coffee or turn it on, or forget to turn it on. There we go. And we're gonna turn it on. Okay. Now we're gonna clean the microwave out, because the corned beef hash will take the longest to cook. So, alright, this probably is plugged up, so we want to unplug it. Because I'm gonna have to wash the bottom of this too. So, yeah. I got it super yucky, so I just have to rinse it out, and you have to be careful washing appliances. It's not plugged in anymore, but you still have to be careful so you don't water damage it and other things like that. There we go. I'm just washing the outside. I'm gonna wash the bottom. There we go. And this is just the initial of wiping it off. This is just hot water. There's no soap in it. Obviously, later on, I'll use soap and really wash it out. When you're getting crock pots ready and other stuff, the only thing is with appliances and stuff like that, like you're not supposed to immerse it in water. So if you have to wash it a couple times to get it completely clean, to put it up, or routine washing, then that's what you have to do. But you're not supposed to immerse it in water or anything like that. Put a little bit in here, a little bit of nice hot water using one of my washing brushes. This was a busy week, just my son going to school and new things, and it being always new school and new places, it's new things. So, new things to get used to. I'm just rinsing this out really well. I know I'm going to have to wash it maybe a couple more times later. I haven't washed the inside of the crock pot yet, because I just emptied it yesterday. So, haven't had time to wash that or rinse it or anything. So, I'm just washing this part. Actually, the bottom of this probably did need a good rinsing. I always, because I've used this a lot, and I always rinse the inside of it, and of course I wash this routinely too, but I haven't in a little while, so it probably needs it by now. Yeah, once you wash it, and I'm not done washing it by any means. I'm just getting most of it out, but once you're completely done, you have to let it dry completely, because it's an electrical appliance. You have to let it dry completely. And I'm not going to put this in the sink. I'm going to put it just right here, and I need to rinse my hands. There we go. I don't really want to put it, I can, because I'm not going to use the oven today. So I'm going to put this right here for now. I'm not done washing it. It's not drying yet. I just rinse it out pretty good, a little. No soap, nothing like that, just hot water. Okay, and now we're getting to the microwave. Okay. Yeah, it overflowed yesterday, and I'm lucky it didn't go to the back of the microwave. Like, I'm really lucky that it didn't do that, but it went all here and like under here and all of that. Good morning, buddy. Wash. I'm gonna wash this whole area up here since I'm already washing it. Okay. I'm gonna rinse the rag out. Okay, and now I'm gonna put some multi-purpose spray on the top, on down here, and because it got all under here and everything. Okay, and multi-purpose spray, and wash this really good. I'm gonna pick this up. Good. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna wash this. And wash this. And wash this. Okay. Wash. Wash this really good. washing this really good. Multi-purpose spray for right now. Good. Just rinsing that out. I'm gonna bring this over here. This is the microwave plate, which I'm gonna actually use soap on, and use some soap for the rest of this because it's the inside. Obviously, I'm not going to spray multi-purpose spray on the inside. Okay. Just hot water and regular dish soap. I'm going to have to open a new dish soap soon, which I'm always excited about. The next one I have is the same one. It's the Palmolive, Ultra Palmolive Oxy. I have the same one after that, so. Just wash this. Since I'm over here having to clean it because I made a mess, I'm just going to go ahead and I routinely clean the microwave anyway, so I'm going to get that done. Rinsing this, getting the gunk off. And again, with the microwave, it's the same thing. When you wash, I mean, it's plugged in, it's not unplugged. When you wash appliances in any capacity, you have to make sure they completely dry. So I put the microwave plate over there. Alright, and I'm going to rinse out the rag. And I'm going to put some more soap on it. To wash the inside of the microwave. There we go. Alright, we can put this up here. This is the little inside thingy. Oh no, I don't want my rag to get stuck. This side. Wash it with soap. Wash this side. Wash the main top. Okay, we're gonna do it some more. Wash really good. Now just this last one, I'm rinsing the rag out for the last time, rinsing it out, and then like rinsing the microwave out. No soap this time, just rinsing the microwave out. Okay. Okay, and we're going to let that dry for just a second. The last thing is I'm going to put this back up here for just a second. I am going to rinse this out. The last thing is, I did already spray it, but is the table right here under it. I did already spray it, but I'm going to spray it again. I'm pretty sure somewhere under here, but we'll sanitizing this and cleaning this out really good. I really love this table. I painted it myself, but stuff does get, it's wicker, so stuff gets, like crumbs get stuck in those little divots. There, okay, I'm rinsing this out. And then we're going to put the microwave back together. Alright, cut the hot water off. There we go. And we're heating up. We're unthawing the corned beef hash so that we can make breakfast. There we go. Okay. And first of all, here's the plate over here, nice and dry. Okay. And we're going to put this down here again. And not knock it off. We're putting the little inside piece back in. We're putting the plate back in. My coffee's done, which is nice. Okay. Okay. Alright, and we're putting the decoration back. I usually have a lid up there also. It's just a lid that stays up there that, like, if you're heating a bowl or any other thing that just needs a lid, so it doesn't splatter everywhere. It's just always up there. But it's getting washed right now. I do have others, but I'm not going to put one up there right now. So here's the corned beef hash, and I'm going to open a corner of the Tupperware. It should only take a minute for it to get thawed. And while I do that, I'm going to put dishes away. Clean dishes, put them away, and get my pan for this. Alright, here's my pan. I'm going to rinse it off. Get all the kitchen dust off of it. I'm going to rinse. This. And we're going to put, I need to put my ketchup on here so that it doesn't melt the bottle. Okay, and we're going to put some oil and get this just started heating up so that when that gets done, it's ready to go. Put this on low, and I'm going to finish putting the dishes up. I think sometimes in either some of my pictures or my videos, like on the stove, people see knives and they're like, why don't you put that in the sink, or why don't you put that in the dishwasher instead of leaving dirty knives? Because I don't put knives in. I do not put knives in soapy water unless they're like the only thing in there. So even if I had all my dishes in the right places, my knives would still be there, because until it's a sink full of soapy water that's just by itself, one, that's super hot, and two, that the only thing in there are the knives, so that I'm not reaching in for other stuff with the knives in there, then the knives would still be there, because I only wash those if there's hardly or nothing else in there except the knives and hot soapy water. So because I don't want to fish around in soapy water with sharp things in there. So even if all my dishes were put up, even if they were in the sink or where they need to be, the knives would still be. Sometimes they're on the side of my sink right here, and sometimes they're right here. So they still would be. So safety first, people. Safety first. Okay, this is getting nice and hot. I probably will have to heat this again. I'm just unthawing it so that I can get it going. It would be nice if that was all it took, but I probably will have to heat it some more. Okay, let's see what we have. Corned beef hash usually comes in cans. I'm sure you can get it in other capacities, but I don't know what that is, you know. It is thawed out a little bit, so I'm just gonna put some in here. I'm gonna put a good bit because it's for me and my son. Okay, not too much though. Okay. And I just unthawed it. I put it in for like a minute, 2 minutes so that it would unthaw some. This is going, but I'm gonna turn it up so it can finish cooking. Okay. And I'm gonna put this back in the freezer because I just unthawed it a little bit. I also need to look. I need my olives. Here's some olives. Frozen olives for another thing. Okay. Alrighty, now since I've got that stuff started, I'm going to, and I need to finish putting up the dishes. Okay, once I get done putting up the dishes, I am gonna start some dishes. I don't know that I'll get a lot done right this second, but I can get some done. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna get this one. Cups. Okay. Oh, okay, that isn't exactly. Okay. Alright. Okay. Is this up here? It is up there. Is it up here? Okay, this goes over here. Yeah. And there. Okay. Okay. Alright. I think I am going to wash the crock pot first because it takes up the most space, and usually I either have to it either takes up the entire drainer, or I have to put it on the outside of one of these drying mats. So, okay, I don't want to use up all my hot water running it out of that, so I'm just rinsing it off. Rinsing it a little bit, and then we're going to get some soapy water going. And, okay, soapy water going. And after the corned beef hash is going to take the longest to cook. Once that's done, I'm making eggs also. Okay. I'm just rinsing out the crock pot. Go, and then obviously I have to wash the sink out because that's going to be dirty. Be careful not to drop the crock pot. the crock pot, if you're not familiar with crock pots, they have an insert that's like stoneware. So I'm not immersing the crock pot. I'm just immersing the stoneware part, the stoneware insert and the lid. The stoneware insert and the lid that has no electrical. It has no plug-in. It has no buttons. It has none of that. See? Okay. The lid. Okay. So when I say I just said, you know, you don't need to immerse appliances. This is not the appliance part. This part has no buttons, no wires, no cords, none of that. It's not the electrical part. I'm filling up the sink so that I can wash this better. And this is nicely started cooking. I'm not adding salt because corned beef hash has plenty of salt. I probably am going to add a little bit of pepper. Just a little bit because a 3-year-old is eating this. Okay? Whenever I make mine, I may add more pepper to mine. This will take a little bit to cook. So. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna get this little bit of dishes done. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm probably gonna make my son's Pediasure. I'm probably gonna do that. Okay. To have that ready. I still have to make my coffee too. Okay, and I'm gonna rinse this off. And once I get done with this, it's only this crock pot insert, the lid, and the lid that I was saying before, the plastic one that I put over there just so to have to put on things because it's getting washed. I'm gonna put the other dishes that are over here waiting to be washed. I'm going to put them in this hot soapy water so that I can, once this dries later on, I'll do a actual load of dishes. But it doesn't take this long to dry, but it takes up the whole thing. So I'll just go ahead and, I do that with pots and pans. I usually use them at once too. And then I put up all the other dishes. Okay. I have my water this morning until I have my coffee. Right, that's done. I'm taking out the scrubber thingies. Okay, I am gonna, this spatula has stuff on it, so usually before I do that, before I put them in the hot soapy water so that they can just rinse and soak, I rinse them off really good. There we go. This one, I don't know if I'm going to put it in there right now. I think it needs to, because it has lots of oil, because it had the ground beef in it. I'm just rinsing out the other dishes to be washed so that they can go in this hot soapy water. You don't want to put gunk in your clean water. Even though that, you know, I'm not washing them right now. Don't want to put gunk in there. Just rinsing these out. piece of that. There we go. I think that's all I'm going to put in there. There's still a pot and some bags, and there's the container that the ground beef was in, but I'm not doing that because I just let the warm water run through it so that it needs to drain more because it has a lot of oil on it from. There's not stuff in it, it just has a lot of oil on it because it had the ground beef in there. So hopefully this corned beef hash is almost done. It should be. It's about there. Okay. And then I'll put a little butter in here and do the eggs. I haven't made actual, like, regular eggs in a while. I've been making them in the microwave for a while. Okay, getting the eggs out. And I need the butter also, so it's ready to go. Alright. Okay. And I have, here's my son's plate. I'm going to put it in front of you guys. Oh, I did want to make my son's milk also. Okay. Let's see. Deciding. My plate. Okay. Okay, and putting that in there. Okay, let's go. I don't want to overcook anything. Yep, I don't want to overcook anything, so I'm going to put a little bit of this in there. My son's plate, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Some butter, and this here. Okay, and here's 2 eggs. Corned beef hash does cook down quite a bit. Like, I put a good bit in there, and like it cooks. It usually does cook down a good bit. So, all right, I got a piece of shell in there. All right. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. When dealing with food, you wash your hands a lot, but especially eggs or meats or... Okay. Alright, it's cooking a little bit. We're gonna add... I put butter in there, so we're gonna add a little bit of... Oh, that was a lot of salt. More than I thought, but it should be fine. I didn't put too much or anything. And then a little bit of pepper. And we're gonna break the yolks. We're going to stir it around a little bit. There we go. I probably should have spread that butter around a little bit, but it's alright. There we go. Yep, I'll cook these because I didn't want to take my eyes off of these. Once I get these done, I'll have to let it cool, and then I'll make his milk while I let it cool. And after that, yep, I've already got these other dishes started, but I probably won't do any more dishes till later. Once that's done, I have to go get my son's table and stuff set up, and then I'm cutting this off, and that's probably it for today. I don't know about this weekend, because I'm probably not trying to cook a lot this weekend because I made the chili. I am gonna make the chili is gonna cook some more today, and I am gonna make the Jiffy muffins, but that might be it for this weekend, cooking wise. So. Resting, relaxing this weekend, doing some spa stuff, some self-care, and that's basically it. The week is busy, trying to rest this weekend. There we go. These are almost done. Yep, after I get done with this, I'm going to divide it on the plates. I'm going to let them cool. I'm going to put the butter up. I'm going to make my son's milk. And then after that, I'm going to say bye-bye to you guys because I'm going to go set my son's table up to give him his plate. And that's another just weekend morning. And I'm doing these because, like I did the first ones, how that schedule was. And our schedule has changed, and this is what it looks like. Yeah, this is our new schedule. Really only get to do video stuff maybe on the weekends. I can do pictures and stuff during the week, but lots of new stuff, lots of busy stuff. Alright, I did cut the burner off, and I'm going to get a fork. Okay, I'm not going to put his fork out yet because I don't want it to fall off. So that is cooling. I'm going to put this in the dishwater, and I'm going to make right in. Oh, I am going to put this butter up before I forget. I don't want it to stay out. Okay. And yes, I'm going to put this. Okay. And I'm rinsing this out to make him this because he had some last night, but he hasn't had milk yet this morning, so just rinsing this out. It's really good to do this. So put his Pediasure in here. Okay. Wash this really good. Oh, here it is. Alright. Just washing out his sippy really good. It's important to do that. There we go. Washing it out really well. Okay. I'm pretty sure he didn't start a chocolate one, so, but I think that might be the flavor he's getting is chocolate because I'm pretty sure he had vanilla last. Okay. I try to give a variety and try to have some options. Of course it spills. It usually doesn't do that, but okay. Right. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna put this pan in the water so that I can put this pot up here. This is the chili that needs to cook a little bit more. Like it's probably okay right now, but that's the good thing with stews and other things like that is just letting it simmer for a long time. And it did cook maybe 1 to 2 hours last night with all the stuff, the tomato sauce, the onions and the peppers went in last. 'Cause I about forgot about them. So, plus there wouldn't have been room for the onions and peppers in that crock pot. But they went in last and they did cook for a couple of hours, but whenever I turned the oven off last night, I like, force of habit, I turned that off too. But that's okay because it cooled down, so it was cool enough that I could put it in the fridge without it being like super hot. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. That's it. Another weekend type of thing in our new routine versus our old one. So that's our morning routine.